Today, we're taking a very simple and tasty treat called the s'more, and we're not only gonna make it vegan, we're also gonna be dressing this thing up like it's going to the prom. Yeah. Welcome and welcome back. My name is Andrew, and I'll be escorting the treat you saw on the thumbnail, compliments of makeitdairyfree.com. So what is this mysterious goodness that we're making today? We're starting out with a buttery graham cracker crust, then adding 2 layers of chocolate. You know your boy loves some chocolate. Layer 1 is a thick, rich, about 52 to 57% dark chocolate. Layer 2 is going to be a full-bodied and creamy dark chocolate mousse. Lastly, we're gonna be topping that with a sweet and sticky marshmallow fluff that's gonna be torched to perfection. This thing is like the big daddy of s'mores, like the queen bee of s'mores. It puts like the X in X-Men, the D in delicious, the nut in cracker, the ding-a-ling in the ding-a-ling. The ding-a-ling, I don't know about that one. I don't know. Let me show you how to make it. The graham cracker crust is probably one of my favorites. You've probably seen this before in like a cheesecake or a pie. We're gonna take this idea and we're gonna use it as a base in our s'mores. I'm starting out here in a food processor, but there's a few ways you can crush up your graham crackers. A Ziploc bag and a metal spoon is another way I like to get the job done, and the kids love to participate. Also, if you would like a homemade version of the graham cracker, we also have that recipe on the website. Once that's nice and fine and mixed up good with your sugar, pour in your melted butter and stir everything around to get it fully coated. Pour this in a 9x9 parchment lined baking pan and press it down evenly to coat the bottom for the crust. Try using something flat like a spatula or a bottom of like a measuring cup. That may be better. Something like that will help you get an even layer from end to end. This layer is by far the easiest. All you're doing is taking melted chocolate chips, then pouring it over the top of the crust. You do want this layer to be even, so consider using a spatula or tilting the pan from left to right and front to back until the entire base is coated. Once this looks good, move it to the refrigerator to harden up the chocolate while you make the next layer. When making the mousse, you can do this a few different ways. You could speed things up with a store-bought vegan whipped cream and just fold in cocoa powder. Or you can use the mousse recipe I'm showing you here from scratch. This is gonna be a coconut version. We also have an aquafaba version available on the website as well. So you first wanna get the full fat coconut cream that collects at the top of the can and remove as much as possible. Make sure the can is chilled. I usually use 2 cans, and that's in case one of the cans tries to cheat me out a little bit of cream. Be sure not to waste the rest of the can. You could use it in a smoothie or maybe in your rice instead of using water. This will help out with 0 waste, but it also helps you save some money. Add those into a bowl, then you can begin beating that together to ultimately make a coconut whipped cream. Once stiff peaks begin to form, add in powdered sugar. Shortly, follow up with your coconut powder. This is now ready to be added to the next layer. Scoop in the mousse, making the layer as thick as you would like it to be. Be sure to press down and spread it evenly from corner to corner. When ready, move this to the refrigerator to chill for at least an hour. You could even do this overnight and have it ready for the next day for like a family barbecue or maybe a picnic, or maybe even camping. I don't camp myself, so you do what you want. For the fluff, you want to make that right before you serve it, and I'll tell you why in a sec. So to make the fluff, we're going to be using aquafaba from a can of chickpeas. it's gonna be really important you use an electric mixer. Unless you're looking for some new way to cut calories, I completely advise against any manual effort here. You also wanna pay close attention during this process because you're adding your last few ingredients during particular stages of the process. The whole process is probably from 8 to 10 minutes long, and then your marshmallow fluff should be complete. It looks a bit shiny when you're finished up. You also see stiff peaks, meaning that the fluff will hold its shape. The word stiff is probably kind of like the word moist, if you think about it. Okay, so the reason you want to make this before you serve it is because the marshmallow fluff can be temperamental. It's not like you're using any preservatives or weird ingredients to have this keep its optimal taste and texture. So a quick mistake I made is I tried to take the marshmallow fluff and add it completely while it was still in the pan. The reason that's a mistake because you can't see to cut this into squares when the marshmallow fluff is on there. It also makes a huge mess as you're trying to cut through multiple layers of this dish. So what I found is best is to remove the dish from the refrigerator and have it sit on the counter for a few minutes. Use a serrated knife, use that to cut through, making about 9 pieces, similar to how you would cut a brownie. Then from here, grab your torch and make some magic happen. Alright guys, let's talk about some things you may have missed on the blog within the last week. Last week we posted a crispy tofu in garlic sauce recipe idea for dinner. It's a great 30-minute meal with a ton of protein for the family. We personally liked it served over brown rice, but you can also serve it over some vegetables or maybe another grain. Also, we're gonna be trying to do a segment called Cinnamon Roll Sunday. Sounds delicious. So most Sundays, maybe not every Sunday, since we are just a 2-man team with kids and I still have a full-time job, we'll be making a new sweet and or savory roll for you guys. Now, they won't always include cinnamon. We named it that because it was just a catchy name. So the week before, we posted a banana bread cinnamon roll with a nutmeg spiced maple buttercream frosting. Ooh. Delicious. And then yesterday, we posted a vegan pepperoni pizza roll. It's one of those things when you announce to the family what you're making for dinner, the whole family does one of these. Okay family, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let's catch up in the comments. Till next time, believe in good. Peace.